Well, my name is Laurent Goldstein, and I am originally from France, living in Vancouver, Canada. And I am the owner of a company called Brycan Corporation, which is a company dedicated to helping chiropractors bring more people under chiropractic care. So today I would just like to talk about an event that happened to me about 11 years ago and completely reshaped the direction that I was taking in my life and gave me a completely new understanding of what chiropractic was about. You see, up until 11 years ago, I had been to a chiropractor only twice in my life, both for acute low back pain. And once it was in Port Townsend, Washington, small town in Washington. I had been driving for several hours, and my back was killing me. And I saw a sign, chiropractor. I went in thinking that, well, chiropractors, that's what they do. They help with back pain. So I went in, I got an adjustment, felt better, never thought about it again. A few years later, I happened to be in France. And I was in the south of France. The same episode of low back pain hits me. So I go to see a friend of mine who owned a health food store. And I asked him if he knew a chiropractor in town. And he happened to know one. So I went to see him, had an adjustment, a good thorough exam, felt better, never thought about chiropractic again. Then 2 or 3 years later, I happened to be at a seminar in Toronto, a chiropractic master's seminar. It was at the beginning of my relationship with Brycan. At the time, I did not own the company. I was a salesperson working for the company. And I was there with a Brycan display booth and as a vendor. At the break, I witnessed something that completely changed my perception of what chiropractic was about, and consequently changed the direction I took in my life after that, and really changed my life. What happened at the break, chiropractors came out of the room, the speaking room, and they lined up to get adjusted next to my booth. There happened to be a vendor displaying chiropractic tables. There were 3 tables there. Chiropractors lined up to get adjusted. Went on the tables, just jumped off the table feeling great, adjusted their wives sometimes. A couple of them had kids that they adjusted. I was witnessing that. I was blown away. You see, my understanding up until that time was chiropractic was just for back pain. What was going on? Obviously, these people didn't have back pain. So this created a shift, the start of a shift in my perception of what chiropractic is about and really about. So when the break was over, chiropractors went back in the room to listen to the next speakers. And I followed, except the staff of that seminar, chiropractic masters, stopped me in my track. Said, "You can't go in." I said, "What do you mean I can't go in?" "No, if you want to go in to listen to the speakers, you've got to pay an additional fee." I was a little upset because we already paid a fee to be there as a vendor. But I did reach in my pocket, my wallet, to get my Visa card and paid $180 out of my personal Visa to listen to the speakers, because what I had witnessed triggered so much interest in me. The shift was starting to happen. I wanted to know more. That afternoon, I heard 2 amazing speakers, Dr. Christopher Kent and Dr. Richard Santos, who are 2 of my mentors in the profession. And they talked about innate intelligence. They talked about, the miracles in chiropractic. They talked about the chiropractic philosophy. And I got so inspired that I decided that day that my goal would be to buy Brycan, become the owner of the company, and put all our emphasis into chiropractic, because at the time, Brycan was also involved with optometrists, helping optometrists market their practice, and dentists as well. Well, less than a year later, my desire to become the owner of Brycan came through. I bought the company. I had a big meeting with the entire staff in Toronto, and I told them the new direction of Brycan would be dedicated 100% to chiropractic. My passion for chiropractic had been ignited that day. It started that day. And over the next few months and few years, every time I spoke to a chiropractor and asked that chiropractor why he or she went into chiropractic, I heard so many amazing stories, so many inspiring stories, that my conviction of working in that profession grew stronger and stronger. And today, because of all of that, we reach out to over 100,000 patients every day in chiropractic offices who have our systems, telling the chiropractic story on beautiful plasma screens. And everything started because of that day. So I just wanted to say this story. Thank you very much.